How Scientology destroyed a popular skateboarding channel.
Braille Skateboarding paid his employees roughly $20 per hour.
We're basically minimum wage employees.
But donated over $1 million to the Church of Scientology.
Oh!
He'd gone to spend so much time with the strange organization.
All right, I know okay, I've had this problem on stream before. I obviously do a lot of philosophy videos. And I've always said, you know, regardless of the fact that I personally am not a part of any religion, I do not judge any religion, right? Like, at the end of the day, I might disagree with you, but I'm not going to judge religion. Scientology is the only, I don't even want to say religion. I had somebody in my chat that was a Scientologist, and they got upset with me because they thought that I was, like, dissing their belief system. Not dissing your belief system, but Scientology is, like, effectively rooted in, like, corruption and basically conning people out of money to a cult that is trying to give you, you know, the way of life through, what is it called? Where they, like, hold those rods. It's not like therapy, but they're doing something. Scientology's, I don't know, man. And it's made by, like, a science fiction novelist, L. Ron Hubbard. Yeah, Dianetics. Hubbard initially developed a set of ideas he called Dianetics, which he reformed as a form of therapy, or re-represented as a form of therapy. He established it in 1950 to promote it, and it went bankrupt. Then he recharacterized his ideas as a religion for tax reasons and renamed them Scientology. He founded the Church of Scientology. By 2014, he had around 30,000 members. And there's, like, famous people that are Scientologists, but a lot of it is, like, paying into the religion. And, you know, there's a lot of religions that do want money, but, like, the activity called auditing. Key Scientologists believe in reincarnation, traumatic events cause subconscious commands like recordings in the mind that can be removed only through an activity called auditing. A fee is charged for every session of auditing. Once an auditor deems an individual free of engrams, they are given the status of clear. And then you move up operating levels. Dude, it literally feels like a pyramid scheme just, like, reformatted into some sort of, like, religion.
The Braille was neglected until it died completely, in what is quite possibly YouTube's strangest ever downfall. The channel's owned by Aaron Cairo, a pro skateboarder from San Francisco.
My name's Aaron Cairo, and I run this channel, Braille Skateboarding.
He started Braille Skateboarding just 12 days after YouTube's launch, uploading the clips that he'd used to gain his sponsors. But when a simple video titled "How to Push on a Skateboard" gained more views than every other upload, Aaron Cairo saw.
Yo, I remember I tried to learn how to do a kickflip for a month. Gave up. I was probably like 8, but I just sucked at it. It doesn't make sense to me. How are you jumping? Like, they just go, and every skater, it's like they're fucking gatekeeping, dude. And that's why it pisses me off. These skateboarders gatekeep shit, right? They gatekeep how to fucking skateboard. Other people share their knowledge in certain skills. Skateboarders, hey man, how do you do a kickflip? Oh, you just stand on it like this, and then you kickflip. I'm like, okay, I'll just go fist myself because you didn't tell me how to fucking do a kickflip. You just did it, and I'm supposed to watch it, right? I'm not in slow-mo. I just saw you go, and you just did it.
An opportunity. He'd upload how to ollie, then how to nose manual. This led to how to pop shove, and most notably how to kickflip.
And I guarantee you that bitch would not teach me how to kickflip. I guarantee you, watch.
And most notably how to kickflip.
That don't make sense to me. Like, he literally just went and, like, tilted his leg up and then jumped. And the whole board flipped sideways.
Each gaining massive view counts for the early days of YouTube. Braille made tutorials on every possible trick, giving the channel purpose and an obvious direction to help everyone learn how to skateboard.
The whole purpose of Braille Skateboarding, to teach you guys to progress on your boards so you're having more fun on your boards.
These videos carried the channel to over 200,000 subscribers, but as Aaron Cairo became more known, so did another completely unrelated video. I am a Scientologist, Aaron Skateboarder.
My name is Aaron, I'm a skateboarder, and I'm also a Scientologist.
During a vulnerable period in Aaron's life, Scientology
Why is that a marketing? Why did the Scientology YouTube page post a video about a minute-long video about Aaron and being like, I'm a Scientologist? I don't know. That's just so confusing to me. Like, imagine if there was, like, a Christian channel where somebody was just like, my name's Joe, and I skateboard, and I'm a Christian. And then you get just to get known, but that doesn't make sense.
Scientology offered him a free personality test.
And on my personality test, my communication was really low. And then they
Oh my God, that's how they get you in on it, though. That's how they get you in on it, though. Oh no. Yeah, they're gonna offer you a free test. It's the same thing, bro. That's any marketing tactic. They'd be like, oh, dude, do you want to come to this fucking timeshare meeting? You get a $50 free gift card, and we'll talk to you about offers, and you're gonna get free dinner. And you're like, oh, what a great idea. Oh, you want to come? Or any business for that matter, like chiropractors. Hey, if you sign up, I'll give you like a free session. And they're like, okay, right? And then you go, and then they loop you in. I'm not saying chiropractors are con artists, but I'm saying it's what companies do that want to get you in on a product. I feel like that's not what religions should be doing. You shouldn't have to pay to audit. Why am I paying to audit? Why am I paying into a religion?
And on my personality test, my communication was really low. And then they suggested you should do a communication course.
Aaron took the course and saw significant improvement.
And it totally helped me communicate. It helped me a lot. And from that point forward, I just had this ability to communicate. It helped me a lot.
Getting him hooked on the Church of Scientology.
Here's the thing, is they have no way of testing this. I think you could probably do the communication test on the audit or whatever it was. Say you took the course, just act like you're reformed, and the person across from you is going to go, I can see it's working.
So then I did more courses from there and learned more. And
He'd argue it helped him improve his skateboarding.
the thing that happened before Scientology and after was I was learning tricks a lot easier. Things were just coming to me a lot easier with less effort.
And that Scientology
But that also might just be like, I don't want to say placebo, dude, but if you have more confidence, if you believe that something's going to give you more confidence, then it's going to give you more confidence. Superstitions themselves don't work. But if you believe that doing something will inherently help you, then you're more likely to perform better because you actually believe that you'll do better.
gave him his career.
And now I built an entire career on communicating.
Yet all of his success could have easily been explained by simple repetition, practice, and week-on-week improvement. Between 2013 and 2014, he was uploading twice a day every day, which guaranteed improvement regardless of Scientology.
We now have 400,000 subscribers.
Twice a day, every day on skateboarding? I feel like you'd run out of ideas, dude.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big deal.
With the channel growing rapidly, Aaron hired Lance Silber, who also happened to be a Scientologist himself. Lance became Braille's main filmer and editor, as well as the channel's guinea pig who was learning how to skate. Videos of Aaron teaching Lance basic tricks did surprisingly well despite their simplicity, as skaters could watch and learn something new themselves. This seemed to tell Aaron that he should hire more skaters, and would therefore introduce Gabe Cruz, who'd suggest a slightly unconventional upload, a game of skateboard on Walmart boards. Aaron thought the video would make him a joke amongst pro skaters, but it rather did the opposite as everybody loved it. They'd therefore do the same thing with mini boards and longboards, turning it into a series called Stupid,
How do you even do a fucking skating trick on a longboard, though?
playing the game with crazy modified skateboards, leading things to be taken to the extreme.
We're gonna make a new series and it's gonna be called Skate Everything. And we get random things and we attach skateboard trucks and wheels to it and then we skate on it.
They planned on putting wheels on random different items, beginning with a skinny plank of wood, then upgrading to a sharp square of metal. However, by only the third episode, Aaron was skating an iPad, which was simply too brutal for people not to click.
I'm gonna feel so bad to drill a hole in this iPad. I wanna make this video, it's all Lance's fault, blame Lance.
When the video
I
attracted
feel like this shit would get boring after like 3 episodes.
a whole new audience and gained 3 million views in under a month, Aaron knew he'd found the perfect series. He'd repeat the idea with a MacBook, then a keyboard, then with a flat screen TV. When they ran out of electronics, they'd skate a full-size bedroom door, a surfboard, and a skate shoe, generating so much channel interest they'd gain almost 600,000 subscribers over a 2-month period in 2016.
You guys are the best, the absolute best. Because we just hit 3 million subscribers.
subscribers.
In fact, Braille skateboarding became so popular, they'd build their own skate park called Braille House, which acted as their own personal filming studio. I found myself running an actual company, says Cairo, who had 3 full-time professionals running the video editing, merchandising, and finance departments. He'd also hire another 3 on-screen skaters, Fetty Potter, Carlos Lastra, and Nigel Jones. But this wasn't only where Braille's money went. Between 2015 and 2017, Aaron Cairo did 16 Scientology courses, many of which were incredibly expensive. The L10 Rundown, for example, has an estimated cost of roughly
Why is it that much money? What the fuck are they teaching you there, bro? 72 grand? 72 grand to fucking what?
$72,000, and this doesn't include the L11 and L12, both of which Aaron completed at the same time. Additionally, Aaron completed something called OT3, which according to Reddit, the running tally to complete OT3 would
$278,000 to fucking pay for a Scientology course? What? That's gonna make you more fucking outgoing and extroverted? Teach you the fucking lessons of life? Oh my god.
would be $278,000. This ignores that he eventually went up to OT6.
That's the price of like a small home.
Presumably costing even more, yet Aaron believed that all of this was worth it. An article on his training wrote, L10 was a particularly revelatory experience for him. The gains and abilities are so high, I could not even dream they would be available. My space is so big and so clean, and
I'm so aware of how my thoughts and postulates directly affect the universe. My space is so big and so clean, my flows are wide open.
my flows are wide open. I got rid of masses that had been in my space for trillions of years. I truly uncovered my basic goodness and rightness as a being. He's still having daily cognitions.
But what are they saying? It's like so generic. I don't understand. My space is so clean, my flows are wide open, got rid of masses. Doing what? What did they tell you? They're not allowed to say. See, that's what's fucking wild. That's how they get you in on the shit. Because you see these people that are like, yo, this shit's life-changing. What'd they say? Oh, man, you got to take the first course. There's no way.
Directly related to L10, and his online traction has seen a noticeable uptick, which to be fair was certainly true. The channel was gaining so many views, and all of the members were having so much fun, that the massive amounts being spent on Scientology simply weren't a major concern. They'd continue to ride different exotic skateboards, and allow the audience to send in their own, resulting in some of the
Bro, this shit don't seem fun. You're driving a skateboard that has a grass patch on it, like that's content. I mean, I can't speak, but I don't know. I don't think that's like a fucking good video idea.
And allow the audience to send in their own, resulting in some of the channel's highest viewed videos. The Lego skateboard gained 8 million views, the heaviest skateboards gained 11 million, whilst the glass board with glass wheels gained 28 million views, but the trend of wacky skateboards was slowly getting stale. Viewers knew what to expect in every single upload, and after over 200 episodes, each variation was becoming less interesting. To make matters
The Milk Crate Skateboard? Episode 205. Really running down this idea here. Among Us Crazy Among Us Plays, episode 575. Guys, I'm the imposter again.
announced that he'd be leaving, which added to the channel's slow viewership decline. In Dumb Data's video about Braille, it's shown that from 2016 to 2019, Braille's views fell by almost 60%, at which point things began to get weird. At this point, Aaron's involvement in Scientology wasn't super mainstream until an article was published titled "The Donors Keeping Scientology Afloat in 2019," with Aaron Cairo being pictured at the top. It explained that he'd earned what's called gold meritorious, given to people who don't.
It keeps going up. Are you fucking kidding, bro? What am I at a fucking Delta Airlines flight right now? They're telling me, oh, today we're welcoming our Scarlet members up to the flight wall here. Oh, now we're going on to our Emerald class, lifetime membership. You have to fucking pay to be a lifetime member. Sponsor, Crusader, Honor Roll Patron, Gold, Diamond, Platinum, Diamond Excalibur, Platinum Invictus, $60 million.
On a podcast, Aaron tried to play this down.
Don't you need to give the church a certain amount of money each year to be a part, or?
No.
You don't have to give them any money?
No. Courses cost a fee. So the communication course that I did was $100. And the books are like range from $25 to like $30.
But his extensive
But why? If you're a religion that's trying to spread your faith to as many people as possible because you have the way, you have the knowledge, wouldn't it be immoral to charge people for that knowledge that don't have access to it? That is the exact opposite of what religions are supposed to do. You're supposed to share your knowledge for free. Yes, churches take donations to run their shit, but you don't charge for the knowledge. You just ask for donations so you can help spread and help, fucking run the people that are, leading the faith.
involvement was documented everywhere. He'd appear in
Because it isn't actually a religion. That's my point. It's conning people, dude.
Scientology promo video, for which he was heavily roasted in the
And it's fucked up because people spend their life savings on this shit.
comments beneath. But negative audience feedback didn't change his feelings.
Somebody said something bad about that, so I'm just going to stop. Like, no way.
And to be honest, again at this point, his involvement in Scientology wasn't really hurting anyone. However, this was about to change. In January 2020, Braille uploaded a video titled I Need Help, requesting that viewers donate to him to save his hometown skate park.
Anything that you guys can give would be incredible. We're trying to raise $200,000. Anything
Yes, for Scientology for the $200,000.
that you can give would be so amazing.
This led to videos such as Aaron Cairo gives Scientology $750,000 but begs fans for donations, whilst people on Reddit wrote, maybe just funnel the massive donations made to Scientology rather than using your viewer base of children to recreate your park. Comments read, did he have this much money when they had Carlos sleeping in the warehouse like a homeless person, leading people to make a realization. I heard that most of the profits of Braille go to donations to Scientology instead of to the skaters that make it what it is. The skaters were running all the brand deals whilst barely being paid.
It's like, you want us to be the face saying, hey, buy this product, do this thing, and then like we gain nothing from the brand deal. Like, we have sponsors of our own as well. We have sponsors that
Oh, is this like their own individual channel now? It's good they branched out.
conflict with this brand deal that you're going to try to make us go and do on our own. And we are getting nothing but our normal low wage.
And even built ramps for the channel without compensation.
They asked me to build it, and I built it the day of. From scratch. And they didn't even drop a penny.
Imagine working for someone, carrying the channel for $20 an hour. Then you hear that your boss donated $1 million to Scientology. In the process, Fetty and Carlos, two of Braille's most beloved members, left the team under sketchy circumstances. Nigel also announced that he'd be leaving, but would still be in the videos, just not as an employee. He'd later explain the shocking reason for this.
I left because I was making more off of unemployment than I was filming full time.
With
What?
pay rises being few and far between.
They never gave raises to their employees, so inflation just caught up and they were just making fucking nothing.
How many raises did you get?
You need to give raises to employees to incentivize them to stay in any profession. Otherwise, they're gonna leave because there's no point in that unless they're making unheard of amounts of money. They could just go somewhere else that'll give them a pay bump.
In 10 years, one.
But in case conditions couldn't get any worse for the skaters,
Joe's editors, I give them raises. I swear to God, they get raises paid per video. They don't work hourly. I swear to God, that's not cap, bro. You could ask Cloak. When Cloak started editing for me, I paid him $20 a video because I had no money. Now I give him like fucking like $170, depends more videos. Cloak be doing long ass vlogs. That's base.
they somehow still did. As in 2021, Aaron came to the team with another wild announcement.
He goes, in 1 week from now, I'm going to business school for 5 months and I'll be back. And then we're like, whoa, like what them.
As a result, Gabe became responsible for running Braille completely, as Aaron disappeared to focus on business school.
2 months passed. No one has talked to Aaron at all. It's not like he's on the phone going, hey guys, how's it going? Oh, the videos have been good. Like, oh, you're
He went to business school, so he just went to Scientology.
doing really good. Nothing. It was just silence, like legit, like silence.
This disappearance lasted longer than expected.
The 5 months, it ends up being like, I want to say like 8 or 9 months. Then he goes away again. He's like, oh, I gotta go back. I didn't finish. It was not long, and then he was gone for again.
I would just fucking quit.
Like, I want to say like 4 or 5 months, maybe even more. Then he'd come back for like 1 week or something. Then he was gone again. And I want to say the total time was about like 2 years, I think.
After 2 whole years of barely being on the channel, Aaron returned with a video titled I'm Sorry, initially acknowledging his disappearance.
I've been absent from the videos. I know you guys know that. I'm back. We're getting back on track.
Before again claiming to be learning about business.
I did take some time for myself, and I did learn as much as I could about business.
However, conveniently,
All right, guys, I took 9 months on, 9 months off. I think I cracked the code. I understand business now. Next video. Episode 287, skateboarding on top of a skateboard? Question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point. Episode 289, this time I'm going to be skating on 2 iPhones.
upon his return, another video was gaining some traction. Aaron Cairo is the new leader of Scientology in San Francisco.
He get paid?
Aaron had joined Scientology's
Like, who gets paid in Scientology? That's what I don't understand. It's like, where's that money going?
executive team, as the time he'd supposedly spent in business school was actually him just completing more Scientology coursework. This in combination with his absence.
I gotta Google that. Who gets paid in Scientology? The church pays 10% commission to recruiters. Bro, they get commission? They get commission. This is literally a pyramid scheme. The church pays 10% commission to recruiters called field staff members, FSMs. On new recruits, they bring in, hold, take course, receive counseling. In addition, Church of Scientology franchises missions and pays the church roughly 10% of their gross income. But where's like the millions of dollars going? Just the heads?
Put immense pressure on everyone else at Braille.
And I'm sorry for being gone for so long. I know it's really hard on my team here.
So much so that they all began to quit.
He emerged as the leader of Scientology SF. In that time, this guy started quitting. Mowgli, Uzi, JD. And then when Gabe was the final straw.
As mentioned, this included Gabe, who at this point was completely running everything.
For the past 7 years, I've been doing all the behind-the-scenes stuff.
And then if he's doing all the behind-the-scenes shit for 7 years, was he also getting paid like shit?
For the main Braille YouTube channel.
Comments read, well, there goes the guy that's been carrying this channel for years.
Honestly, Gabe was running the channel. Gabe was doing like literally 99.9% of the channel.
Forcing Aaron to take back over, who by this point seemed to be completely clueless.
Now we no longer have Gabe to plan, film, and make all those videos. The content is definitely going.
The content's probably gonna stop from here, guys. Okay, so the guy that was filming, editing, posting, and running the business, he's kind of gone now. I don't really know what I'm gonna do for episode 291 of riding a skateboard on different objects. Maybe I'll just teach you guys how to do an ollie again.
Going to be changing. And what you're gonna get, I actually have no idea. But it's gonna go back to the roots.
It's just hard pivots to Scientology videos. Hard pivot. Skateboarding on glass to here's how you, here's the tips and tricks for new Scientologists.
Of this company, teaching tutorials. Yes, we are gonna make weird boards, weird videos.
This was far from an innovative strategy, with the lack of fresh skilled content being obvious to all.
You look at the videos now, you look at the
How to not sound like a poser. The trick that nearly ended Aaron Cairo. My favorite pro model skateboard ever. Bro. Should we look at one of his videos? I mean, dude, they still get, like, views on some of them. Oh, he's back. Wait, he's back. Oh, my God. Wait, they got him back. How'd they get him back? They got the other guy back. They're still doing tutorials. Skate 3 characters.
How does it look exactly like me? Crazy. Oh, and make them black? Probably be pretty cool. This means it says sell 50,000 boards.
Ultimate beginner skate. Gives you volumes 1 through 6. It's a lot of instructional videos.
Are you trying to sell a DVD instructional video in 2025? Oh my God. Oh, are you selling workout tapes now? Jesus, dude. Nobody's buying I don't own a DVD player. I wouldn't even be able to use it.
Now, you look at the ideas now, terrible, right, on Braille's channel. Much worse than when we and Gabe were doing it. And that truly shows how much work we were doing.
This dropped the channel's views to just a couple.
Oh, my PS5. Yeah, I could put it in my PS5. I could watch the fucking DVD tutorial for fucking $29.99 on my PlayStation.
Mil per month, forcing Aaron to destroy their skate park.
I was trying to negotiate with the landlords to get a break on the rent. This is a huge...
All right, guys, I'm selling a cassette tape now on... My fresh videos on how to do an ollie are saved on 7 sets of cassette tapes. Each of them are only 30 seconds long. And that's the cassette for the audio. You're also going to need a VHS tape for visuals. And you have to make sure you press the button at the same exact time. Otherwise, they're not going to be synced.
Overhead, it's tons of money to have a warehouse, and we just could not come to an agreement. And then I got a letter from their lawyer that basically just said, you have got to be out by July 5th.
Unsurprisingly, the audience offered no sympathy. That $750,000 you spent to go up in a spaceship to heaven could have been spent better, but in true Braille fashion, it was even worse than this. Ricky Glazer, one of the last remaining members, wasn't even told that the skate park was being destroyed.
I knew Braille was struggling, but man, I didn't know the park was literally getting destroyed right now. No one told Rick anything. And it's like, man, I really would have loved to know that, get one last sesh. Like, I poured all this blood, sweat, and tears literally into that place.
He was saddened by the sight of everything being discarded, which somehow offended Aaron to such an extent that Ricky was promptly fired.
Braille Skateboarding and Aaron Cairo both blocked me, Ricky Glazer, on Instagram.
Nigel decided to leave himself.
I will no longer be at Braille doing videos. Won't be doing lessons with them anymore, obviously, because there is no location.
Pissed off by Braille's blatant lack of care.
No goodbye session, no nothing. 10 years of your life. I haven't even gotten like a thank you for all of the years of dedicating myself to the channel.
Aaron responded with a video of his own, claiming he tried to
50,000 dislikes.
Save the skate park.
You guys must know that I did everything I could to save the Braille house. I literally took out a loan on my house.
But with over 50,000 dislikes.
You took a loan on your house, bro. You shouldn't have given over $1 million to fucking Scientology. Then you would have been fine. Probably could have invested money into the YouTube channel. Probably could have saved the park. Probably could have made it a business.
It seems he missed the point completely. Aaron, no one is worried about the warehouse. They're worried about the crew you ghosted. Womp womp, you screwed the crew and that's who we cared about. He is legit more upset about what he did to the building than what he did to all of the people that made it what it was. Without a skate park or skate...
Yeah, like if without the skate park, the team could still have been a thing if he like looped them in on it, came up with a plan, you know, had them have some power.
Crew, the state of Braille is worse than ever. Aaron recently uploaded a video titled "Thank You," just reading positive comments from 1 year prior, seemingly to convince himself to keep uploading videos.
I continue going because of comments like this.
Bro, imagine if I went like 3 years back and I was like responding to comments and they were like literally from like 2022. I'm just like reading shit. I'm like, it's just a comment with 0 likes. Dude, love your content. This is the shit that keeps me going through the day, dude. This is really what it is. I look back at Big Chungus 43 every single day. He reminds me why I'm in the game, dude. Does he watch my content anymore? I don't know. Kid could be dead for all I know.
I absolutely love this.
Braille's viewership has fallen to roughly 5K per upload. Every comment section is
Don't say that. Big Chungus isn't a real fucking person.
Filled with negativity, which Aaron tries his hardest to defend himself against.
Unemployed people are the happiest.
Oh, that was the end of the video? Damn, dude. That was a good video, though. All right, next.